That was a gun.
Not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Be
forward.
like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Michael Barchis. I live here in Mitchell's Plain.
My name is Lena Jacobs. I live in Mitchell's Plain in the Rocklands.
My name is Katrina Boysen. I stay in Tafelzicht in Mitchell's Plain.
My name is Aletta Plaatjes. I'm retired. I stay in Mitchell's Plain, Rocklands.
My name is Herman Kerridge. I live in Eastridge and I'm a community worker.
My name is Jeremy Peterson. I live here in Mitchell's Plain and I stay in the Rocklands.
In my street is two drugs houses. And there's a lot of gangsters there, and it's not nice because, but where we stay, on the corner, you know, they come, they stop there at my house. And the one stays, the one go up and go buy the stuff. And I saw that one day, and I told them, me and my husband told them, you can't stay here, stay in here. Go up and buy your stuff and go, but not stay in here.
They come to buy drugs, and when they see an opportunity in the road, they just take it, like come in and kill your people or take stuff that don't belongs to them.
Most of the people here inside the town center, they operate like they are more than 8 people. One is if you're walking, one is in front, other 3 is coming the side, other 3 is coming the side. So they surround you,
They rob you also.
and after then they rob you. So you can do nothing because they are more than you. They take your stuff and they run away. And the people around, the people, they didn't do nothing about it. They are also scared.
Maybe one morning or so, marching here in the town center, if that's going to work, and just to see what happened, because here is also a lot of robbery and everything is happening in the town center.
There's some people with you.
Yeah, and that with the church, with maybe placards or whatever, and walk around and say stop robbing and stop these things in the town center. Maybe we can do something like that so that they be also alert that we know what's happening here in the area.
Also robbing in
the area, because they rob a lot of people. They grab your bag or they pickpocket you. They do that.
What concerns me a lot is there's a house near me. There's a young boy stays in that house. His mother is dead, his father is dead. And all the young men is coming there, boys coming there to his house. They mess up that house. And he stays there with his little baby, that boy. His girlfriend is in the hospital. And he can't even, one day the ambulance come near his house and come and pick someone up there. And they rob the ambulance. And that boy can't even say for the police who do that, because when he told them, they're gonna hit him. And they're gonna kill him.
In the Rocklands, there's American gangs, and in the morning when I go to work, they are all around there, and they walk early in the mornings. So before I take the bus, the neighborhood watch told us that there's a lot of people that go to the bus stop and they've been robbed. So that is why we have a marching in the area, so that from now on, the neighborhood watch is also going with you to the bus stop so that they can see that you are safe.
For safety, we need to be so alert when we open the door even. Most of the times I won't open the door when I hear people knock. I will look through the window and ask, who is it and what do you want?
Gangsterism amongst the colored community is coming on a long time, and like a person can say that the children inherits the characteristics of the people, of the parents. So this is something that is coming on a long time, and like someone once said, in actual fact, continuously say that Paul's Moor is made for the colored, because it seems that if they haven't been to Paulsmoor, then they haven't attained the stripes and that type of. So this is it's something that is deeper than just it's in the blood.
We as neighbors and that we need to step in. A lot of times step in. And we need to be role models for their children. Not pushing them away and say, no, you bad and you get bad. We need to do that.
They must get the punished for wrongdoing. They can't do wrong and you leave them. When you leave them, next time you will do it again and again.
If the people start spanking their children, it will help them. But because they spare the rod, that's why they get out of hand.
The biggest problem that I think is where the government come in.
Yeah.
Where the government come in.
Okay.
You can't hit your child. That girl or boy, they take you to the court.
Yes, but you must spank the child the right way, not hitting the child over the face and blue marks and stuff.
In our roads, every day you see the children come from school, walk up and down, and some of them, you see they walk there with cigarettes, they go by in the morning, early in the morning before they go to school.
Say, for instance, I didn't go to school today, and I go bank at my neighbor's house. Then the lady, the opposite lady will go to my mother the evening and tell her, I saw Lena there, she's sitting there, she didn't go to school and there was a lot of friends and stuff there. Then my mother won't listen what I have to say. My mother will give me a good hiding. But today the parents don't do that. If you say to the neighbor, I saw your child didn't go to school and I see her with boyfriends and stuff, then the neighbor come and tell you, you don't mind your own business and things. And I think that's why the children is like this today.
There is no community interaction in the areas. Everyone just seems to be able to go his own way.
The church need to take its place. And we need not we alone, we must speak to all, even if we must have meetings with all the pastors in Mitchell's Plain. There's a lot of churches. And I think then we must get together and we must take our stand.
March and pray to every shop, in front of every shop stand, and the people walking in the towns and to see.
We've got a wonderful constitution, but this constitution is not working for the people. As I made mention, that if we must engage in the area and we must let everyone participate, there are people that tell me, listen, if people don't want to participate, then no one can force them, because the Constitution says this and the Constitution says that. We are in a state of emergency. I believe that if we want to really rectify this problem, a state of emergency must be implemented. And then we've got to override this wonderful constitution because it's not working for the people. And like someone once said, there's such a lot of drugs, guns in the area. The police can just surround the area one day suddenly and move in and engage in every house. And I tell you, what they'll get there will actually stagger the imaginations of people.
You can't even call the police and say, oh, I see this happening here, because they found that people, mostly the drug people, they are friends with the police.
Yeah.
So
they years before there was the reservist police was here, and the reservist was helping the police. The policemen, then but
to know what's happening.
Yeah, if the reservist goes and see things and they pick it up and they take the people to the police station. But now there's no anymore dead people, extra, let's say that extra hands, extra people who help the police. So if they can be there again, that will be helpful for the police.
Now, a short while ago, we noticed in our road that there was a house that was stationing stolen cars. People would be coming in, pulling in, and there were mechanics day and night working, dismantling, and then other vans would be coming, taking all the various different parts. Then my wife started to get excited. My wife said, look, we can't let this go by. You know, I was so disgusted. I said, look, I think it's a waste of time confronting the police. My wife didn't want to hear nothing. She actually walked to the police station. She told them everything. She came back. She said, now I'm feeling better. She gave the address. She gave everything. They're still coming. And, you know, I was so disgusted, but I knew it was actually a waste of time.
Some of the police is busy in this thing that I will say like they maybe get money or they may be into this thing, and some of them are not with this. So if I'm not with this and you are with this thing like with the gangs and stuff, then my life is in danger.
Yeah.
So I need to just do my work and do what I can.
I feel that, look, this is now my own personal, it might not be so. It's mostly African. Look, I'm not prejudiced, but I think they got a problem with the colored. I'm actually making my own sums. This is now my own. I think that they are saying to themselves, listen here, we're not going to waste our time to get out of the van and go to these people, take the summonses and so on. If it's a car, they hoot and they hoot. And this morning my wife said, now who's hooting like that? She came back, she said, it's the police.
I think the best thing is to like, as family, to have a good relationship.
Yeah.
A mother and father and the children must have a good relationship, because if they haven't got that relationship, that's when they go out to have relationships with other people.
I believe that if the neighbors, they all come together and they stand together and they say, look, this is the way that we are going to go. That in every road, we're going to have a 24-hour watch. Every road, there's going to be a lieutenant that's going to oversee a road. And in the immediate demarcated area, there's going to be a captain. And everyone from 18 and above, we're going to have a 24-hour. Those that don't work, they'll do the night watch only for an hour. Each one just does an hour. I tell you something, you don't need to march, walk around in the roads. You just need to stand in your house, in the garden or whatever, on the veranda, and you just need to be watchful. And it is only logical that if the whole demarcated area is on a 24-hour watch, I can't say neighborhood watch is in the right direction, but it's not going to alleviate the problem. Everyone must be involved. And I tell you something, that is the way out.
My dream is one day that my grandchildren, they must grow up in a way that they must teach other children how to be a Christian.
My dream is that my generations to come will have a better life and a more safer life, and I know they can have it when they are in the Lord Jesus Christ.
My dream is also for my grandchildren and my children to grow up in a better place.
My dream is that we must have peace in our areas.
My dream is that people might come to the realization that Jesus Christ is the way.
My dream is that the people must know that there is a Lord that loves, because the people loves if there is no God.
I wish for a better world where people smiling everywhere, where there's no pain and suffering, children happy as can be. Whoa, justice and loving. Whoa, justice and loving, yeah, yeah.